Alright, boys, so I just read the TWAB, and let's just say there is a reason I'm making a video right now, because I'm not exactly too happy with what I just read. Basically, for those of you who don't already know, I'm going to scroll down. The TWAB didn't have too much information, just stuff about Guardian games and whatnot, but nothing too much because we got the whole exotic armor updates, yesterday. But when you scroll down far enough, here's what you're going to see. The one thing Bungie did do is they revealed the ritual weapon for next season. Now, my problem with this ritual weapon is, what does this weapon look like? And normally, I wouldn't really make a big deal out of this because, oh well, it's a reskin. We have to get reskins every once in a while. Not every single weapon can have a new unique model. But here's the thing. We are coming off a season in Lightfall where we did not get a single new legendary weapon model in the entire game. The season pass was all reskins. All of, the world drop weapons were reskins. There was no new models at all. Literally none. And then, seeing this ritual weapon, which is a literal just copy and paste, maybe the model's slightly different, although it just looks like a chrome shader. It's just a copy and paste. And that kind of scares me because next season, are we just going to get 0 new weapon models? Like, what are we doing? And then Bungie also goes on to say, introducing the Last Right Scout Rifle. This one is a bit special because it's a Tex Mechanica kinetic aggressive scout rifle. We don't want to spoil too much, but here are the ornaments we have coming up for this baby. And then, I guess the ornaments are fine. I'm not going to talk shit on any of the ornaments because they're just ornaments. They are what they are, I guess. But I also do want to point out another thing. When you look at the ritual weapons, they all have something, somewhat unique. I know Adored is like a reskin beloved, but at least they added a wrap to it. They put in some efforts, and they changed the zoom. It just feels like a different gun. And then, Salvagers, this gun obviously has some crazy perks, it's unique. Everything in here is like at least somewhat unique, or it's its own weapon model, like Null Composure, Ascendancy, Reckless Endangerment. Like, they're their own weapon models. But then you look at, what I just showed you, it's not new. They didn't put, a towel over it like they did with Adored. They didn't do any of that. So, we're getting progressively more and more lazy to the point where these ritual weapons, they don't even have uniqueness to them anymore. And as I said before, it's not even just the ritual weapons, and it's not even just the new Last Right Scout Rifle. It's the seasonal weapons we're getting now, and, also the weapons they've brought back that are just completely reskins. Like, instead of bringing us new legendaries, what Bungie is doing now is, if I can find it, I'll show you guys. They're literally taking Hand in Hand, which used to be a green shotgun, and instead of making a new legendary, what they do is they just upgrade this into a purple. Like, that is what we're doing now. And, at first, I thought this was just, a cool thing they did. It was like, oh, shit, I remember Hand in Hand. That's a green weapon. That's cool. But when you really think about the reasoning, it's not cool because Bungie is only doing that because they are too lazy to make new weapons. Now, had they have done this, on top of getting a new shotgun model or two, that would be cool. But there's a fine line, and you don't want to confuse the two. More than anything, the trend we're on, it just kind of scares me, because if I load up next season and I see all reskins for a second season in a row, that's going to be really disappointing, because as I was saying, the seasonal weapons were reskinned this season, but not only just the seasonal weapons, the Lightfall weapons as well. The Lightfall weapons were reskinned Moon weapons, and the seasonal weapons were obviously, reskinned from Season of the Lost. And just because I know there's going to be some idiot in the comments that's like, Grav, they're new, you're just dumb. Look at this right here. Chrysura Mello, alright? Take a good long look at this gun, alright? Good long look. And then, look at the next page or I guess the third page for auto rifles. And then look at this. What changed? What changed between those two auto rifles I just showed you? A shader. They just threw a shader on this gun and called it new. And that's not even the only thing they did. If you look at the whole lot of Draconis right here, look at this. All right, you see the weapon model? Get a nice look at it. And we're going to go on the next page, and then, oh wow, what do you see here? Royal Executioner. The exact same, like, it's shameless. There's not even a single thing changed about this model. And I'm not trying to say these weapons are terrible or anything like that, because honestly, I like a lot of these weapons. I really do, even though they are reskins. It's just painful when Bungie, like I said earlier in this video, they're worth so much money, and we're just getting reskin after reskin after reskin. Like, it gets exhausting. And truth be told, I don't know about you guys, but more than anything, it scares me. It really does, because I don't want to have to load up every season and pray to God that there is a new weapon model when it should just be expected. We should be able to get at least, I'm not even asking for all new weapons, but, you know, maybe one or two new weapon models would be cool. And that, I don't think that's asking a lot from Bungie. Because the way it's looking right now, we might go an entire DLC without seeing a single new weapon model. That is bad. That is really, really, really bad. It might be crazy for me to say this, but I don't think the current Bungie that we have now is anything like how Bungie used to be, because I would say it is more likely that they reskin Austringer and call it the biggest bird and make us grind a new god roll than actually give us a new weapon model. And I'm not even saying that to be funny or trolling. Like, I genuinely think that could happen. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot to mention, even the event weapons we're getting now are not even new. Like, when you look at Guardian games, the weapon we had before, you know, that was like the current weapon, was the Title. Title has a very unique weapon model that no other SMG has. And then this year, what did we get? We got a reskinned hung jury. And this weapon is good, don't get me wrong. I love this scout rifle. It's really, really cool. They did a great job with this gun. But, like, we're just starting to see more and more and more laziness. And you don't expect that from a company who just got bought for $3 billion not that long ago. All I really know is something needs to change, and if Season of the Deep has less content than Season of Defiance in terms of new weapon models, it is not looking very good for Destiny 2. But yeah, I don't really have much else to say about this whole topic. If you guys have anything to add, make sure you leave it in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys think. But as always, if you guys did enjoy this video, I would greatly appreciate it if you left a like and a comment letting me know what you thought. And if you're new around here, it never hurts to hit that subscribe button. Anyways, it's been Gravely. Peace.